Some Zulu lions taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, but the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah,
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash in the middle, boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. Little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money. Who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide, stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did, tell me who the was stopping us. The options keep popping up. Cops trying lock us up when it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block inside it and molten lava. Check it, thermometers. These rats is synonymous to climates in Guatemala, bruh. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me, get him any.
Gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's now at not 3,000, not 4,000, but a 5,000-yard season after his last game. It's the Jets and the Texans, next on Madden NFL 24.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Lawrence will throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, 19 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a throw here. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. On second down, here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Jets first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game: 19 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an...
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time a 6-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Pierce now up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Touchdown! Takedown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And New York set to take the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The Jets at 500 hit 6-6. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. You look at the defense for these Texans. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This offense converted once already in this 1st quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. On play action, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Stroud now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the shotgun, Lawrence under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the... And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trevor Lawrence, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Right side complete. That's Woods. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Stroud to throw it. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, 27 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. He completes it to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Second and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. This one finds Wilson downfield. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action now. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. Oh, that's sweet. What an effort. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Stroud working out of the gun. As this complete to Woods.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Again, it's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Stroud looking to throw.
This is caught.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter.
On the ball, let's go.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
24.
Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Powering forward. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there.
Oh, of course he called red on red.
Running left, it's Hall. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, Lawrence. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 75 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. There he goes, left side. Room to run at the 50. Mecole Hardman. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. Oh, fighting off the defender. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Throwing on second and long. Stroud. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Now Stroud. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Again on second and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. This one deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and 1. Stroud.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Quentin Jefferson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. But he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's Pierce. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Singletary.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They go play action with Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud has this complete to Woods. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Solomon Thomas getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. That is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Again, it's Stroud. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Oh, good move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First and 10, it's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type.
Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hardman on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here is Conklin. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team